Welcome to RUFAT'S Thinking Corner, a space to slow down, think deeper, and explore the ideas that shape our world.
They say that the empire is over, that colonialism is a wound now stitched, a chapter closed. But the border does not disappear. It moved into our passports, into our languages, into our schools, into our names. Colonialism is not just history. It is structure. It is repetition. It is the logic of extraction not only of gold, but of knowledge, of breath, of futures. We still live in its architecture, in maps drawn with arrogance, in nations built on erasure, in development plans that still speak with the voice of the metropole. Frantz Fanon warned us, the colonized world is a world divided, where the colonizer's gaze becomes the mirror in which the colonized learn to hate their own reflection. We think of resistance as uprising, as fists raised, as barricades, and sometimes it is. But resistance is also quieter. It is survival. It is cultural memory. It is the grandmother who teaches a banned language in a whisper. The child who writes poems in a dialect that the empire tried to erase. The woman who wears her history on her skin and refuses to apologize. Resistance is naming your child after your lost ancestor. It is dancing when they wanted you still. It is believing in joy where only silence is expected. Walter Mignolo speaks of delinking, of breaking the frame, of stepping out of the system that makes some knowledge universal and others invisible. Resilience is often used to praise those who suffer without complaint. But true resilience is not about endurance, it is about transformation. It is the way plants grow from concrete, the way languages revive in exile, the way stories pass through fire and still arrive intact. Resilience is not submission. It is the refusal to vanish. It is the slow work of rewaving what was torn, of singing what was silenced, of holding joy as a form of defiance. Caring for myself is not self-indulgence, it is self-preservation, and that is an act of a political warfare. Post-colonial does not mean past-colonial. It means living in the aftershock. It means learning to breathe in the spaces empire tried to crash. But breathing is not enough. We are called to dream differently, to refuse the futures we've been assigned to tell stories that begin elsewhere. Decolonial resistance asks, what would a world look like where no one had to justify their existence, where relation is not hierarchy, where repair is not symbolic but real? So, what keeps us alive? Not empire, not apology, not silence. What keeps us alive is the fire that remains. The names remembered, the lands returned, the rituals restored, the voices rising from places the empire could not reach. This is not the end. This is the beginning of becoming otherwise, of resisting with tenderness, of healing with fire, of building a world where no one is forgot.
Thank you for thinking with us in RUFAT'S Thinking Corner. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, stay human.